Okay, so my computer just shut itself down, which was not entirely unexpected, but it is pretty annoying. Which was not in. So I will get back into this. Yeah, my computer just crashed itself. So anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of speed through to where we were. You were talking to Fish Boy here.
Trolling. Wow. Some trolling. Eridan turns a dramatic eye to the ammo with which to pierce his heart. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Go in. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Nobody wants to deal with me or date me or hate me.
Alright, I
Trolling.
think we're back on it.
Caligula's aquarium. Nobody's gonna put up with my unending tidal wave of bullshit, so what even is the point anymore? Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Nobody wants to be my friend and I don't blame them. Trolling. Caligula's. That's not true. You want to say, no. You want to scream out, so loudly that the entire length of the beach reverberates with your declaration. Against all better judgment, you want to be his friend. You want to comfort this broken-hearted fish boy. There's definitely something wrong with you. Trolling.
There could be just
Caligula's
one
aquarium.
troll to
Are you
ignore
just
and be
going
this
to
one.
stare at me like that? Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Listen, I don't do this shit for free. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Open up in front of other people I've never met, I mean. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. People pay good money for this shit. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. A good melodramatic Ampora wallow in from yours truly usually costs a fucking premium. Oh. What? Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Yeah, woe is me, etc. Listen, are you gonna give me the cash or what? This guy can't be fucking serious. Why is someone this rich asking you for money? Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Look, a guy can have hobbies, okay. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Sometimes that means taking money from poor people because they saw me when I was having one of my bigger moods. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. You understand, right? Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Awesome, please pay me for listening to my problems. You're starting to get an idea of why people might have gotten sick enough of this guy to dump him without remorse. Calmly,
Yeah, he's kind of
you
a
let Eridan
shut
know
up.
that you are, simply put, broke as hell. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Well, that ain't my problem. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Tell you what. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. If you can't compensate me with cash, maybe WWE could find an trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Alternative method of payment. Oh god, no. Trolling. Caligula's
Turning into one of
aquarium.
those types of
No,
games.
shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about anything dirty or heinous or anything. Give me a little bit of fucking credit. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Listen, I'm still messed up over FEF and bris break in my heart as carelessly as a per beast knocks over a wing glass, shattering it into a million pieces. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. If you couldn't tell by my beach gazing, I'm very lonely. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. What I want is for you to accompany me on. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. A little friendly outing. Oh. Is that all? Because honestly, you would have tried to get him to do something like that without any sort of silly prompting on his part, much less actual emotional extortion. This guy might be even more desperate for friendship than you at your worst. But you say sure, you're absolutely down to do anything with him. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Really? Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. That's awesome. Eridan tries to crack a light smile, and fails. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Well, I think he'll let you decide what WWE should do together on our little friend date. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. After all, you're the expert in this. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. So he'll go anywhere you think of. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. You have an infinity of choices to choose from here. Hot damn, really? You haven't been this overwhelmed with choices ever. You can choose to go anywhere with this rich fish bastard. That's...
There's only going to be like one choice or whatever that pops up. Let's see.
Okay, maybe having infinite choices is way too much. You have to narrow it down. But you certainly have more options than usual. Or maybe you should just ask him where he wants to go. You decide.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Save. You decide. You're not sure where to go. What do you think, Eridan? Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. I already told you. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. I went to go wherever you went to go. God damn it. You were hoping he'd pick up on your lack of clarity on the best decision. Does he really not have anywhere in particular that he wants to go? Well, surely it doesn't matter what you pick, if he's being so insistent on letting you choose. You decide.
Okay. So that's where you want
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. That's trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Fine, I guess. Eridan's frown morphs into a bigger frown. It's clearly not fine for him. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Listen, forget this Wohal thing. Actually, I think that trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Maybe WWE just aren't meant to be friends. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Given that you couldn't anticipate my needs when you made your decision so carelessly. What the fuck? You thought he was insisting on doing what you wanted? You were completely fine letting him. Oh god damn it, he's leaving already, before you even said anything. You stop paying attention for one freaking text box, and this is what happens. He's moping his way across the beach, away from you, like a humongous tool. Maybe it was for the best. He was giving you some soft zebra vibes, if you're being honest. For once you don't feel much regret for leaving a guy off your friend list.
And this is the good ending right there.
Image GUI.
Oh yeah, we gotta go back. Stay at this beach. It's probably gonna be stay at this beach just because they didn't want to pick all the other ones, so I'm gonna try everything else. No, I'm gonna keep going in the list. I'll just come back to it.
Caligula's aquarium. So that's where you went to go. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. That's trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Fine, I guess. Eridan's frown morphs into a bigger frown. It's clearly not fine for him. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Trolling.
Alright.
What the fuck? Oh god damn it.
This is a failure too.
He's leaving. And maybe it was.
Alright.
Look. Watch movie.
Stay at this beach and watch a movie.
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Trolling,
Yes.
Caligula's
Hell yes.
aquarium. Hell yes. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Hell fucking yes, you know what is up. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. WWE are totally in fucking sync. You're not sure if that's a compliment or an insult. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. No, see, I already have movie tickets. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, and had them for like a month. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, and was planning on going in a few minutes from now anyways. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. So clearly WWE were destined to be together as lifelong fucking pals. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, because you knew exactly what WWE were always going to do. You're sorry, he had movie tickets this whole time. Why didn't he say so? Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Oh, you know. You don't. You're a little miffed that he was just expecting you to know what he wanted the whole time, but you're not letting it get to you. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Moving on, let's get this show on the fucking road. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. I'm calling up the airship right now and WWE can take a nice little scenic route to watch the planet-renowned classic known as Shrek 2. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. What do ya say? Your eyes widen a little, and your body instinctively makes a spit-take motion. You're sorry, Shrek 2? Classic.
Yeah,
Finally,
messing with you.
someone speaking your fucking language. It's an unironic masterpiece that, suddenly, a hazy memory, pops into your head of Shrek and Eridan standing side by side in a desert, surrounded by the black void of a cracked sky. And just as quickly as it pops into your head, it disappears. Ah, boy. What the fuck was that? Is your mind playing tricks on you? Was Eridan smiling just then? You're not entirely sure why that stuck out to you. This vision was so out of place that, were it not for Aradia, you'd just start thinking none of your vague past memories were real. In fact, it almost makes you doubt that any of what you're experiencing is real.
It's
And
all
yet,
a VR
it strikes you as
simulation.
very familiar. Is there something else you forgot, somehow? You refocus on your surroundings. Suddenly you're on an airship deck, and Eridan's walking in front of you towards the bridge of the ship. Holy fuck, this airship is huge, you say. Also, when did you get here? Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. You walked on it like any bipedal, quadrupedal or septipedal alien. Loud, what are you talking about? Sorry, Shrek was making you dissociate. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Okay fine fucker, I'll just say it again. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Welcome to the airship to Ampora. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. It's practically my second or third home, and basically it's fucking incredible in every conceivable way. No kidding. The airship could probably fit a few city blocks on it, buildings and all. Hell, it looks like it could fit at least 3 more conventional, less airborne ships on it. You'd probably get tired walking from end to end on the damn thing if you couldn't teleport. You and Eridan mosey on over to the dressing room of the airship. The room is filled with a surprisingly wide variety of outfits, from various capes to casual t-shirts to flarp cosplay to, well, there's a ton of shit in here. There's a pile of ornate sticks, in the corner too. You wonder. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Don't touch the wand pile, by the way, they don't do anything. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Since magic is fake as shit after all. You resist the urge to laugh in his face. Of course magic is real. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Those are all just confiscations. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. That I confiscated from unscrupulous low bloods. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. In a store. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. With a
My vast
trolling,
money.
Caligula's aquarium. My many stacks of cash given to the owner. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Definitely not something I like having here. Right? Your eyes wander a little bit more around the room, and besides the elaborate costumes with crazy labels, angsting ensemble? Really, you see a lot of really fancy dresses. They look pretty neat. You kinda want to put one on. It's about time for you to add another fanart generating attire to your wardrobe. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Hell no, those dresses are mine. Wait, really? You're a little surprised. You knew he had a sense of fashion, but you didn't know that his taste was so good. The dresses look so pristine. You ask him if he's ever put them on himself before, or if he just keeps them here to look nice. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Of course I've put those on before. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Just trolling, Caligula's aquarium. They're private use only, you know. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. And before you get the wrong idea, no, I'm not like trolling, Caligula's aquarium, thinking about my gender or anything like that. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. When I put them on they just feel nice and breezy and shit. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. I mean. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. Let's be real, gender's more or less a fake as hell mess that puts unnecessary restraints on people's lives anyways. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. It's just so arbitrary, you know what I'm saying. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. To nobody's practical benefit, I might add. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, and it's not even like there weren't trolls who were assigned differently at birth even back a long ass time ago. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, point is the concept that gender is a strict binary isn't archaic. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, it's just flat out wrong. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium,
Okay.
and I think it's honestly really kind of fucked up.
Kind of getting on a soapbox
Caligula's
here.
aquarium, especially since people will go out and say it's a stone set immutable fucking law are just using it as an excuse to divide people up and flaunt their superiority. There's something in Eridan's voice that makes it clear he's spent a lot of time thinking about this stuff. Something about the way he's recounting it all that makes you think he didn't learn this sort of stuff to impress people or appear woke, as the kids say.
Woke was not actually a thing way back in the day that this was originally made, so anachronistically saying woke there.
Or for any reason besides the subject factoring into his personal development in some way. Maybe he isn't so bad. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, anyways let's talk about the hemispectrum. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, anyone lower than yellow is gutter blood trash that probably doesn't deserve the horrid life they live. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, which is WWHY planned so many raids on their neighborhoods on this very airship and spent so much time sniping leagues in the air and shooting holes into low blood feed. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, that'll show them to have less satisfactory essences coursing through their veins. You immediately fall to your knees and start throwing up on the floor. You quickly reassure Eridan that you didn't unceremoniously barf all over his likely priceless carpet in response to his overwhelming CLAS sentiments, and conflicting, almost hypocritical viewpoints on different hierarchical power structures.
Alright, so the autovoicer can't read the word classist. That's weird.
No, you just puked your guts out for some other, completely different reason. It was probably just something in the air that smelled. Something's probably just full of shit. Yeah, trolling, Caligula's aquarium, whatever you say I guess. You decide to hit the conversational go back button, and challenge Eridan on the much more interesting topic that came up. Why isn't he very public as an ally, if he's so fascinated with the subject of gender? Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, what are you kidding? Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, I'm not an ally, I haven't fucking done anything. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, even if I were, I don't know if you've noticed from my Wuhal quadrant situation, but people know and hate me. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, it's like. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, I've been such a relentless flirt that it's become policy at some theaters and restaurants for employees to stab specifically Eridan Ampora in the hand. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, if I annoy them. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, which isn't too big a deal because violet bloods like me are pretty fucking sturdy, but. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, I suck and I bet half of this Wuhal planet knows it. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, to the extent that like. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, if I openly supported something like the destigmatizing of gender non-conforming trolls, any existent groups would hate me and anyone outside of those would use me as an excuse to deride the seriousness of it all.
Pretty well thought out there. And the whole thing about him being sturdy is the whole, caste system. Like, the low bloods are less sturdy, and as you go up the chain, he's actually above.
Aquarium. If I openly supported something like the destigmatizing of gender non-conforming trolls, any existing groups would hate me and anyone outside of those would use me as an excuse to deride the seriousness of it all.
The violet blood from Hive Swap from Friend Sim. Oh, what was her name? The one who was... she, went to clown church, was the thing. Anyway. But yeah, these are one step above those, and then there's one step above these guys, which are the princesses.
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, and I'm not gonna be selfish about this thing in particular. Oh. You didn't really think about it all like that. Even then, surely it wouldn't be as bad as Eridan thinks, right? Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, ed. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, at this point I'm used to being hated. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, comfortable with it Evan. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, least it means someone's thinking about me. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium. There's a palpable loneliness in his words. Maybe this is why he's so desperate all the time. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, anyways let's talk about something else. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, like Solux. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, do you know if he has the rumored and highly sought after double bulge or not? Just curious. What? Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, fuck it, I'll ask him myself. Before you can say anything else to dissuade him from simultaneously being a huge creepy asshole to one of his friends and possibly unraveling one of the most unnecessary mysteries of troll biology, Eridan whips out a palm husk and starts frantically dialing in some numbers with extreme precision. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, hey. Trolling, Twin Armageddons, 4FUCK22AKETHII2 better not be about your ex again.
For fuck's sake, this better not be about your ex again.
Trolling, Twin Armageddons, didn't T2 tell you a million TIIME222 talking to me already?
Didn't I tell you a million times to stop talking to me already?
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, first of all don't rub it in about FEF piss blood, I can come to your house and put a bullet through your skull. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, second of all no, I'm here to ask something else. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, do you have a fucking double bulge? Trolling, Twin Armageddons, wow what the fuck? You kind of hate this conversation. When you look at Eridan, you get the feeling that despite initiating it, he kind of does too. He's pacing around frantically. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, I've heard the rumors pal. Trolling, Twin Armageddons, FIIR2T off.
First off, not your pal.
Trolling, Twin Armageddons, 2ECOND.
Second of all, what makes you think I don't have a triple bulge?
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, fuck off. Trolling, Twin Armageddons.
Listen, we aren't unraveling this mystery for a couple.
We aren't unraveling THII2MY2TERY for a couple 2WEEP2 at LE8. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, you are way too goddamn lame. WWHY do I even talk to you? Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, you should be fucking ecstatic that I graced you with my effervescent goddamn phone presence. Trolling, Twin Armageddons, you mean Palm 2K.
Husk.
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, what the fuck ever dude. Trolling, Twin Armageddons, cranky because you am fucking
irresistible,
table, aren't you? Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, fuck you. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, ever since the apocalypse got fucking cancelled you turned into this completely moronic e-boy and it's driving me out of my goddamn mind. Trolling, Twin Armageddons, LMAO. Do you even know what an e-boy II?
Do you even know what an e-boy is? I don't know what an e-boy is.
Twin Armageddons, 2 bet
I bet you're just mad because you got touched by me super
you got
hard.
cooped by me. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, what? Trolling, Twin Armageddons, yet to
I've basically been making out with FF for the last 30 minutes now.
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, what? Trolling, hey Solux, who are you talking to? Trolling, Twin Armageddons, an entitled sub. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, put FEF on the phone you quadruple horn dick shitter. Trolling, Cuttlefish color, ooh. Are you finally making fish puns?
Trolling,
Twin Armageddons, I
I'm
am
definitely making some kind of pun right now, yeah.
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, listen you stupid motherfucker, next time I see you I will kill you.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's not the, whole cucking him, it's just the whole Solux and Aradia thing, because, I don't know. Let me get into, what happened in the original canon for a bit. So basically, it was Solix and Aradia were an item. So now it's, but then Aradia died basically, without giving away too many spoilers about how and whatnot. Anyway, and now he's just going after Feferi, which is, I mean, go ahead. I'm not really sure about the time frame between when Aradia died and this right now, so it might be long enough that it's not weird, but I don't know. It still seems like it could possibly be weird to be moving on, but whatever.
Trolling, Twin Armageddons, really now?
Really now? Are you really murderous today, or just trying to get your daily negging in on me?
Trolling, Twin Armageddons,
listen, how about we settle this with a whole ass mess now?
Trolling, Twin Armageddons,
I'm gonna head on over to that airship you keep driving around the neighborhood in 2 hours.
Trolling, Twin Armageddons, get your
dumb ass over there and fight me, fuckboy.
You hear a beep from the phone. Solux hung up. Eridan's face softens from an expression of rage and anger into one of tranquility and calm, before he starts to laugh a little. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, hee hee. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, hee 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 ha 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 ha. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, holy shit. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, this a date I'm about to go on, wow. You put a hand on his back and congratulate him. He seems as anxious as he is ecstatic at the moment. Somehow, he's completely changed his demeanor from when he was talking to Solux. It was like he was almost playing up his awfulness. He starts mumbling to himself about what he's going to do and say to Solux when he gets here. A lot of it sounds pretty rude, but also rather performative, like what a wrestler says when they have fictional beef. You decide to take this opportunity to snatch a cape. Gotta update your ever-growing wardrobe. Some time passes and you make your way to the airship deck with Eridan, who's having trouble keeping his face from cracking into a smile, or at least, the closest expression you've seen to him having one. Solux hovers in front of you, a couple dozen feet above.
I can tell it's a different artist. Slightly thicker lines on this one. A little less shading.
When you look up at him, his frown contorts into something more akin to a snarl, and red and blue energy starts crackling around his eyes like lightning. Trolling, Twin Armageddons, remember when I asked you to stop calling me? Calling me. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, what? Trolling, Twin Armageddons,
I've asked you literally 40 times to stop doing that, and so many other things, and you haven't listened.
And too many other things. Trolling, Twin Armageddons, 202
So I've decided I'm going to cut you out of my life one way or another.
Trolling, Twin Armageddons, UNDER2TAN. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, You look at Eridan. He looks a little less ecstatic than he did before. He gazes directly at Solux above him with a worried look on his face, shifting his general stance so that he can better keep his balance.
Yeah, he thought he was calling him out for basically one of those weird troll hate dates sort of things, but that's obviously not what's going on here.
You have a feeling this was more than he bargained for. You look down to the ground and reflexively brace yourself for impact. You felt combat Ionix before with Ace Daja, and shit gets crazy fast. It's a good thing you did, too. You hear a much louder crackle this time, and look back up at Solux, an aura now visibly enveloping his body. He's glowing red and blue, with lightning still energizing into existence inches away from his eyes. You feel the shock waves of his pure psionic force weighing you down, making your legs feel more like jelly every second. It's as if gravity itself is bowing down to Solux. Trolling, Twin Armageddons, Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, come on now is this. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, is this all you fucking got? Something about Eridan's feeble taunt tells you that this is absolutely more than he bargained for. Nevertheless, he pulls out his gun and aims it right at Solux with completely unwarranted confidence. Solux's psychokinetic force is so overwhelming that your legs give out, and you hit the deck, stomach to the floor, knees to the ground, and ass in the air. Yeah, there's pretty much no way you can stop this. Solux shoots fucking laser beams out his eyes, and Eridan returns the favor with his own gun's laser, resulting in the most anime-ass beam struggle you've ever seen. The clash ends in a huge explosion of smoke that obscures everything from view. Defying the force of the blast, you zap into the smoke to get a better look. You're quickly met with a vast array of shurikens spinning wildly through the air in front of you, towards Eridan, using the smoke as cover.
Shuriken.
Eridan blasts most of them away, but the largest lodges itself right into the barrel of his gun. As if to say nothing PER20NALJACKA22, Solux flies out from behind, swiftly drop-kicking Eridan into a cannon, which seems to have been loaded with glitter. When Eridan crashes through the other side, he's collapsed covered in scrapes and confetti. He's bleeding less than you expected. Trolling, twin Armageddons, nothing PER20NAL. By the time Eridan gets up and dislodges the shuriken from his gun, Solux has disappeared from both of your fields of view. Where the hell did he? You hear literal tons of rock crumbling from below. You look down, and see nothing. You look left, right, behind you, all around, upwards. Ah! He's above you. Pointing upward. Levitating some kind of humongous, is that a fucking shopping mall? Did Solux bring a fucking mall to a gunfight? Wait, that mall, it's that mall. The one where, in an errant timeline, Daria pleaded with you to take her to Earth, away from this hellish planet's society and into a world that was even the slightest bit less bleak.
I remember that. That was, the B-side, story on that one was, that, Lank Bombix or whatever. Daria was kind of like, definitely, her design seems very, inspired by, I want to say Joan Jett. I think, John Jett is her last name anyway. But, yeah, I remember that. That was a fun one. She's kind of like a punkish girl.
You lose yourself briefly in your thoughts. You couldn't help Daria then, and now that it'd be easy to, fulfilling that one request is impossible yet again. You couldn't save Daria. You couldn't save anyone. And maybe it's too late for you to do that, but maybe you've been fucking around too much today. Maybe, just maybe, there's someone you can save right now. The mall is massive, and if it collides with the ship from that high above, oh fuck. You have to get out of here. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, gotta give you credit here soul. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, nobody's ever tried to maul me with something so fucking big.
It's a mauling.
Trolling, twin Armageddons, what the fuck do you mean maul you? Trolling, twin Armageddons, what doe2 that even mean? Maul to nt a verb.
What does that even mean? Maul isn't a verb. Well, yeah, they're having some fun with the pun. Maul, M-A-L-L versus maul, M-A-U-L. Yeah, you get it.
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, no hold on. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, OKCWWE are thinking of two different words that sound the same. Trolling, twin Armageddons, Wyatt.
Wait.
Trolling, twin Armageddons, to
I
my
literally
could not care LE22. Solux flings the thankfully abandoned maul directly at Eridan with what must be an ungodly amount of psychic force, screaming his throat raw the entire time. Okay, fuck. It's now or never. You have to get off of this ship now. Eridan might be durable enough to survive getting drop-kicked through solid steel with nothing more than a couple scratches, but you're fragile. You'd probably die from tripping on the stairs wrong. But even then, there's no way Eridan's getting out of this unscathed. Maybe you have time to save him. What should you do? Save. But even then, get in there and save Eridan. You can't just sit here and let someone, even someone like Eridan, get sandwiched in between a massive airship and an entire fucking mall. You've got this. You're about to jump in like a fucking action hero, and save Eridan. What is there to worry about anyways? All you have to do is teleport in, and out, alright? Step 1. Teleport in. You zap right in front of Eridan and he immediately shoots your arm off. Okay, up. Eridan clearly wasn't planning to injure you so badly. You quickly see that he's rocketing to the edge of the ship using his gun's blast as propulsion. Fuck. He already had an escape plan, and, Jesus fuck this hurts. Your arm, or what's left of it, feels like it got plunged into the fucking sun. Why did nobody tell you that sudden laser beam amputation hurt this much? Distracted by the pain, you find it hard to focus on warping out of here. You can't even bring yourself to focus on Solux yelling fuck fuck fuck. As the titanic shopping structure hurtles towards you, you try to steady your breathing, calm down, and try to focus on reality around you. Unfortunately, reality doesn't stop for you. And neither does the unflappable march of gravity, as the sheer force of the mall crushes you to death. If only you were a little less fragile, maybe you'd find two boys surrounded by the rubble of a crash site, shaken at the fatal consequences of their spat.
Okay, there's a game over.
Image loads,
right.
But even then, it's too dangerous.
Get off the ship
without him. Fuck it. He'll be fine. If there's anything he needs help with right now, it's something a little bit deeper in his soul than the fact he's being attacked by a building. You try to think of somewhere to zap. Anywhere. While you do this, you notice Eridan fire a blast towards the ship from his gun, propelling him away from the center of impact. You, meanwhile, just need to get out of here, as fast as your mind can take you.
Don't mind
so
my
you close your eyes, zap away,
in the background.
And feel your surroundings change.
Middle of the winter, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Like
you find yourself in a wasteland. There's a ton of smoke in the distance, coming from what must be the site of the airship's crash. You take solace in the fact that Solux was cognizant enough of his surroundings that he chose not to send a ship crashing into a city full of people because of beef he had with one dude. After a bit of walking, you see the source of the smoke in the distance. The wreckage is astounding. There's sharp metal fragments and concrete pointing out in all directions. Standing in front of it all is Solux. You frantically zap your way towards him and ask if he and Eridan are alright. Trolling, twin Armageddons, well,
that'll show a guy not to ask people about
the
the shape of their bulge.
Trolling, twin Armageddons,
we're both fine, he's not dead.
Oh thank God. Trolling, twin Armageddons, for the record
I haven't actually made out with FF or anything yet. That was just to rile him up.
You ask Solux what Eridan did to him that was so bad he wanted to kill him. Trolling, twin Armageddons, okay
first of all, definitely didn't want to kill him, way too much of a hassle.
Trolling, twin Armageddons,
I would know if he was about to die
anyway too. Trolling, twin Armageddons, 2ECOND.
Second of all, this asswipe calls me at ass-crackle-clock and either spouts some high-blood superiority garbage he doesn't even believe, or complains about his love life.
Trolling, twin Armageddons,
basically every fucking day.
So what he's saying is that throwing a mall at Eridan was just meant to send a message. Trolling, twin Armageddons, pretty much. Trolling, twin Armageddons, not long ago he actually tried to pay me lots of money to wiretap FF,
just to see her if she ever talked about
him. Oh geez, yikes. Trolling, twin Armageddons, naturally
I took the money and didn't do that at all. Massive waste of time and energy, not to mention skeevy as fuck.
Trolling, twin Armageddons,
I actually told her about that because it was kind of hilariously pathetic. It's how we got talking in the first place.
Trolling, twin Armageddons, but enough
about me. Why do you even care about this guy? I get your whole friend shtick,
to get your whole
but he's not your responsibility nor
but
mine.
HE2, maybe Solux is right. Maybe it's not your job as a friend to make Eridan feel better, or fix his problems, or set him on the right track. That's probably why his moiral, why everyone, gets sick of him. But, like, you're supposed to do something here, for everyone. You can feel it?
Kill
like
Eridan.
You're supposed to smear your huge ass all over Destiny and say eat my ass, Destiny, all these kids will get the chance at good lives. Trolling,
by killing
Twin
Eridan.
Armageddons, LMAO.
LMAO. You sure think this isn't just some kind of hero complex?
Maybe. Probably. You just wish Eridan could be a little bit less of a toolbag. Is that too much to ask? Trolling, Twin Armageddons.
Well, I guess you can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you. Trolling, Twin Armageddons, but he
doesn't deserve this, you know?
Maybe not. But this doesn't change what you're gonna try and do. You've got a lot to say to Eridan. You wave Solux goodbye and make your way around the field of rubble. It only takes you a few minutes to find Eridan, sitting on some rocks. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, erg. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, fucking. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, that hurt like hell. He's alive. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, of course I'm alive. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, you think I'd die just because I got a building thrown at me?
Yeah, like I said, he's one of the high bloods, so he can take a bit of punishment.
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, ha. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, actually Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, if I didn't blast myself out of the way I'd probably have been buried under a lot more rubble. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, probably wouldn't have been able to dig myself out.
Alright, are we having stream issues?
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium,
stream health
probably
is good.
Wouldn't have been trolling, Caligula's aquarium, Solux probably could done that, but
come on. Come on. Just checking on the stream here. One sec. Making sure all is well. Oh, come on. Really?
Trolling.
Oh, yep.
Trolling.
Good.
Caligula's aquarium. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. If he went this far to kill me, I really doubt he'd do that willingly. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. There's no way he hates me in a way that lead to a decent caliginous relationship. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. I was actually pretty close to bit in the dust here, huh? Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Hey. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Do you ever think to yourself? Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. That you have all the power you could ever want or need and every whim catered to with ease. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. And that even despite all that your happy moments are as fake as magic is. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Maybe even more fake. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. There's no way I'm not doing something wrong here. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. After all this I can only wonder what you think of me. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. I'm just a scumbag who keeps setting himself up to fail, right? You ask Eridan if he wants the truth, wondering aloud if he can even handle it. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. Listen, I'm not gonna be in any more pain than I'm in right now, having been dumped 3 consecutive times. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. And also getting crushed under several tons of concrete too, I guess. Trolling. Caligula's aquarium. I can handle the fucking truth, so just give it to me. In front of you, you see an absolutely hopeless moron who's achieved their station in life through no work of their own. and who's placed all his stock into social lies. He's cherry-picked the ones that have worked for him, and rejected all of the others. But what has that done for him, really? Absolutely nothing. Believing in this society has only ever hurt him. Maybe not in the same way it's hurt your other friends, but not even trolls on the top of the heap are immune to Alternia's brand of poison. He's a six-sweeps-old kid who's ultimately just scared, lonely, and confused. Someone who doesn't have to be hopeless. Someone who can violently burn away all his failings and rise from the ashes like a phoenix who decided maybe this next life, let's not be so fucking racist all the time.
So, you just have to kill Eridan. It's that simple.
So you tell Eridan to get up from his throne of wreckage on his sunken ship, and start making his way to some pit stops of self-betterment, before more people take grievance with him the way Solux has. Then maybe he can tear down all the false hopes that comforted him throughout the sweeps. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, damn I. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, okay, not that this isn't surprisingly deep-cut and helpful advisory reflection, but like.
Okay, oh, surprisingly, okay, it's
Trolling, Caligula's aquarium,
the auto voice.
There's no way I'm gonna remember all this. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, you gotta at least write this down or something. Don't worry, this is a text-based game. There's definitely gonna be transcripts available online in a matter of hours. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, I'm trolling, Caligula's aquarium, gonna be honest here, I'm gonna have to ruminate on all this for a while. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, but I think I'm tired of Bane and feelin' so awful all the time. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, I just, trolling, Caligula's aquarium, don't know where to even begin with myself. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, and I think that you might be asking a lot more of me than you think. Life never stops asking a lot from you. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, fair point. It's definitely gonna be a long process. But even the shittiest kids can change a lot, with a good, but
what am I missing?
No kidding.
It's definitely going to be a long process.
The airship
There's
could probably
pretty much no way
fit
you
a
can
few
force
city
feed
blocks
the
on
guy
it, buildings
redemption
and all.
arc in the
Hell,
span of today.
It looks like it
Hell,
could fit
you'd be
at least
surprised if
3
he
more
didn't
conventional, less
still
airborne
suck a year
no
from
kid,
now. Okay.
but even the shittiest kids can change a lot, with a good push in the right direction. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, hey Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, thanks for sticking by me. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, even if only for today. Of course, you tell Eridan. What else are friends for? And besides, your day with him isn't over. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, wait, what do you mean by that? Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, after all this you. Trolling, Caligula's aquarium, want to still spend time with me? Absolutely. You take Eridan's hand and pull him up to his feet. After all, you two have a movie to watch.
Dun dun dun. This is my swamp. Alright, let's see. It's probably going to be the same response for all those other ones.
Teleport to trolling. Earth. Trolling. Eridan's trolling.
Alright.
Save. Load. Loads. Head
to
trolling.
the anime store.
Trolling. Load.
Alright.
Load. You decide. Trolling.
Find the graveyard.
Trolling.
Yep.
Save.
All
Close menu.
Stuff. Alright.
Main menu. Save. Yeah. Image GUI / title _noglet.
So, next we are going to get into Feferi's. Hold on, let's check out the warnings.
As a general rule. Volume.
Is it at the top?
Volume 10.
Fight me, fuckboy. Violence,
as a general
guns,
rule.
classism, death, and vomit. Okay,
Credits.
vomit's a thing then, I guess. Alright, I am going
Volume
to...
self-voicing disabled.
I'm going to be right back. I gotta refill my beverage here so I can read and talk as necessary. I will be right back. All right, let's get back into it. Now we are on to Feferi. So Eridan's definitely seems like they're trying to get into some modern political issues, but the original Homestuck did go into some homosexual themes. Now it seems like, but that was kind of, more around the time. Now it's kind of getting into some gender themes, which is, I suppose, more contemporary than when the thing came out, but whatever. Life in the Dream House. As you've had an occasion to remark before, Alternia is a dark world.
Self-voicing enabled.
Voicing on.
Both because it's night all day long and because of its hideously brutal society, where the strong prey on the weak prey on the weaker, and all this preying ends only when the survivors are shipped out to prey on everyone else in the galaxy. Alternia's cruelty has been on your mind for a long time, but recently it's begun to feel intolerable. You decide to take a walk in the woods to calm yourself, but it seems that with every step your mood only grows darker, your agitation greater. As you walk, you remember the names of Alternian friends who have fallen to the planet's injustices, and your mood goes from bad to worse. You've been waiting around like a spoiled, self-centered narrative device for a lightning bolt of illumination to reveal your reason for living. To explain your peculiar and insatiable hunger for friendship, and to show you the destiny attached to it. You think you know who caused this, but why? You've been sitting here like a child waiting for a teacher to explain the answer to a difficult math question. Vriska and Tarazi are arming up to change the world. And what are you doing? Your usual bullshit. You're thinking, you're navel-gazing. And then, with a sudden blinding clarity, you understand. Vriska is right. Tarazi is right. The answer is revolution. Who gives a shit? Who cares what some big dumb universe thinks your destiny should be? You'll take Dream Boulder's advice and choose your own fate, take the answer to the meaning of your life into your own hands, set your own course. The gods, the fates, the universe, or whoever will have to jump back pretty sharply, because your direction is clear to you at last. Your agitation turns to indignation, your indignation to outrage, outrage to anger, anger to fury, fury to ferocity, ferocity to white-hot resolve. The horrors of this planet have got to stop, and you are feeling particularly dramatic today, doubtless due in part to the shift in narrative tone and general prose quality in this episode. So now is the time. Alternia's cruelty and violence have upset and shocked you since you arrived, but as more and more of the population suffering under these wrongs have become your personal friends, it has become unbearable. You've been wondering all along who will make IT stop?
Make IT stop.
Now
yes.
You know the answer. If you are the main character, then you have to be the one to get the ball rolling. And you've begun to suspect that you can't die, for reasons seemingly tied to your function as a narrative device. So that's a bit of characterization you can bring to bear. No longer will you linger in the wings, waiting for the narrative to summon you to heroics. With this momentous decision girding you for unstinting effort, you set your mind to the question of how to accomplish it. You start by making an inventory of the strengths and weaknesses you possess and can bring to bear on the task. Strengths: 1. Experience drumming up friendship in the most unlikely situations. 2. Ability to travel instantaneously anywhere you want to go. Weaknesses: everything else. This helpful mental exercise clarifies matters significantly. You see clearly that the only way for a single humble being such as yourself to change Alternia is to go directly to the point of maximum leverage, in other words, straight to the top. You'll need both of your resources in this quest. You'll need to travel superhumanly and superluminally into the immediate company of Alternia's ruler and throw your full friendship game on them, with the objective of persuading them to initiate reforms, change rules, and set the planet on a course to civilization.
Going straight to Feferi,
But your darting intellect realizes something else: it won't be easy. The ruler of a world such as Alternia must be a fearsome, fell creature, a monster of no ordinary loathsomeness and cruelty. On Alternia you've seen gigantic ravening Lucii, genocidal clowns, murderous high-bloods, and every kind of grisly crime, to a point making belief in Santa Claus almost impossible. It stands to reason that the leader of such a world must also be the cruelest, gruesomest, most terrifying being of them all, a being of nearly impossible evil. For the first time since this plan caught fire in your mind, a whisper of doubt creeps in. It occurs to you that the most likely outcome of your quest for the reformation of Alternia is a scenario where your internal organs are festooned over a wide area, your eyes popped out of your skull, and your brain splattered to a fine mist. While experience suggests that you're non-killable, that sort of thing may offend. Not to mention be excruciatingly painful.
Alright,
Save. Close. While experience suggests that maybe it would be a better idea to have a light lunch and lie down until your reforming mood passes. Oh come on. If you, an indispensable narrative device with nearly superhuman befriending powers and actually superhuman traveling powers, won't try to reform Alternia, who will? Have you no pride, no grit, no old college spirit? Go back and select the right answer. While experience maybe it would be a oh come on. Press on fearlessly with your scorning all difficulties, you decide to press on fearlessly with your quest. You gather yourself, consign your soul to heaven or whatever, and prepare for the worst. You close your eyes and think, take me to the highest being on Alternia. Then you grit your teeth and prepare for the ultimate horror. You feel the familiar sensation of superhuman/superluminal travel, and the world changes around you, rendering you somewhere else. Somewhere that feels quite different from your previous forest location. Very different, actually. A lot wetter.
Yep, she's underwater.
It quickly becomes apparent that there's good news and bad news. The good news is that instead of an eldritch monster, you've materialized next to a rather pleasant-looking troll girl with fins on her head and wearing goggles and a tiara. The bad news is that you're drowning, as you seem to have materialized in the middle of an ocean. Trolling, cuttlefish color, glub kelp. 380. Your own greeting may seem a bit less cheery in that it consists of thrashing wildly with your eyes bugging out as you fight not to inhale, while trying to concentrate on zapping yourself the heck out of there. The troll girl watches in astonishment, but suddenly seems to understand. You see her take a big breath of water through some gills on her neck, and then something starts to come out of her mouth. A bubble. The bubble expands and expands until you feel its boundary break over you, and suddenly you can breathe. You collapse coughing and gasping onto its floor, which feels like the inside of a huge submerged balloon, yielding but effectively keeping the water at bay. The troll girl sits across from you in the bottom of the bubble, studying you curiously and anxiously.
They never really say she can do that, but I suppose it's just a narrative device to not making an issue.
Trolling, cuttlefish color, glub 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 glub. Are you okay? Recovering from your brush with drowning, you're able to notice with relief that despite her conversational quirks she looks friendly, even glad to see you. You try to say something, but all that comes out of your mouth is water and a spluttering sound. Trolling, cuttlefish color, I don't speak whatever language at is.
Oh, I'm going to have to read this one aloud myself. I don't speak whatever language that is. It's very pretty, though. Yeah, because she uses parentheses for her H's. That doesn't
You
help
burp
at
and
all.
some water trickles out of your ears. Trolling, cuttlefish color, sorry, I still don't understand. Do you speak any Alternian? With a great effort you gasp yes. Trolling, cuttlefish color, oh,
yay, my name is
Feferi Peixes. Glub glub. W, that's your name.
EIXS? Glub glub. Why'd they split her name up like that? What's your
You
name?
bubble weakly. Trolling, cuttlefish color, it's nice to meet you, blub. You nod politely, expel another half-gallon of water, then weakly say that it's very nice to meet her too. Not least because if she hadn't been there, things might have gotten unpleasant for you. Trolling, cuttlefish color, you're
welcome. But what are you doing?
But what are you doing? Air.
Almost nobody comes this way.
Almost nobody. It's not really on T. Way to an anemone. Air.
It's not really on the way to anemone anywhere, whatever. It's a terrible fish pond.
She looks sad when she says it, and you wonder that some poor troll child should be living all by herself way out in these submerged parts, so far from anyone. Trolling, cuttlefish color, how did you manage to appear from air-like?
From nowhere, like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Glub glub.
You tell her you were trying to use some superhuman powers you have to go visit the highest being on Alternia. The troll girl seems to perk up at this.
Oh, new sound effect in the
Trolling,
background.
cuttlefish color.
You wanted to come
visit
me?
Emmy. 38.
Not really sure why they split that up.
You shake your head vigorously to try to get the water out of your ears. The troll girl looks disappointed.
Oh, it puts two hyphens before every E. Okay, now that makes sense. Every capital E, at least. For like a trident type thing.
Cuttlefish color, glub, you didn't come to see me. You apologize and say that you're quite happy to be visiting her, but that you misheard her last remark. You thought she had implied that she was the highest being on Alternia. Just goes to show you how deep submergence and waterlogging can cloud your hearing. Trolling, cuttlefish color, oh no.
Glub, you heard me right. I am the highest being on Alternia. Most of the time I'm
being
the
on
future.
Alternia. Most of the time.
I'm the future empress, heiress to the throne of the Alternian Empire.
Trolling, cuttlefish color,
which is
W,
a great
I see,
big glubbing pile of
W,
as far as I'm concerned.
What? You look around for the multiple razor-toothed, fire-breathing, acid-spitting heads, tearing claws, and bad attitude that you're sure Alternia's highest being must have. But then you start to remember your Alternian social science. You haven't had any formal Alternian education, you're not even sure narrative devices, however indispensable, are eligible to sign up for classes. But you pick this stuff up when you hang around a place long enough. So you know that the Empress spends most of her time off-planet leading merciless troll hordes in conquest of the galaxy. You also know that there's only ever one other member of her royal fuchsia bloodline, the heiress, in existence at any time as long as the Condis doesn't kill her on her rare visits to the home planet, that is. The troll girl glubs sadly, and you realize that being the only fuchsia blood on the planet must be lonely. Not only would you have enough strength to accidentally tear any troll who visited you limb from limb without noticing, but you've heard some sinister things about the heiress's lusus. Something about it being the size of a continent, hungry as the void of space, and evil as the hell devils go to if they're bad devils. Something that might discourage casual visits by friends who don't want to double as snacks. But at the same time you wonder that such a seemingly agreeable and sensitive troll as this girl could preside over such a grindingly horrible planet as Alternia. How can she live with herself? Does she even know what goes on outside her insular little ocean? But you put all that aside for now. Here you are, right where you wanted to be when you made your master plan for Alternian reform. You haven't been devoured, dismembered, or decapitated, and the person you want to persuade seems eminently persuadable, not to mention friendable. So you're ahead of the game so far. Time to take full advantage. Your Royal Highness, you begin. Trolling, cuttlefish color, glub call me FEF, blub.
Call me Fef, blub.
38,
it's much friendlier to be on a fish name basis. And I'm so happy and excited to have another friend.
Perfect phase 1 of your plan seems to have practically accomplished itself. But there's no time to waste, as the air in the bubble your new friend created is starting to get stuffy, and you know you're going to have to zap out of there soon. You mention in a casual, conversational tone that you've been visiting Alternia for some time now. Trolling, cuttlefish color, glove. Do you like it? It's certainly unusual. Trolling, cuttlefish color, hat. That's putting it lightly. 38, I'm sure everyone has been incredibly mean to you.
This H should have been, parentheses, so, just saying.
Well, yes. To start off with, at least. Trolling, cuttlefish color, T. Sea dwellers.
The sea dwellers think they're so much better than everybody else,
and everybody
just
else.
A bunch of
but
shellfish,
just a bunk of
arrogant
elfies, arrogant
bass shoals. Okay, bass shoals.
Trolling, cuttlefish color, T. E.
The high bloods prey on the low bloods, and no one cares how the other people feel, or even if they live or die.
Or even if
drones fly around killing anybody
drones
weak
fly
or
around
useless.
krilling. Oh. Well, she seems to know. Maybe she's got plans of her own. Phase 2 of your plan is half in the bag already. You feel dizzy suddenly at how your quest is working out without the least effort on your part. And also from lack of oxygen. You're gasping for breath, and a darkness is gathering at the edges of your vision. In about a minute you're going to pass out from oxygen deprivation. What's to be done?
Let's see.
Save. Close.
Save,
what?
save.
Zap yourself the
Zap
heck out of there and back to Alternia
surface.
Zap your... You're fading fast. A black tunnel is closing around you, and sounds are getting dim. With your next to last strength you grab FEF's wrist to zap her back to the surface with you. You're not yet done persuading her to reform Alternia. But then you realize that you don't even know if she can breathe air. You feel it would be wrong to suffocate your new friend on your very first visit, so with your last strength you let go of her wrist and zap yourself back to the surface alone. You materialize superhumanly and superluminally back in the forest. You lie in the tall razor grass for a while gasping, darkness receding from your eyes, sounds clearing in your ears. Once you feel sufficiently reoxygenated, you sit up. You have a pounding headache but otherwise seem fine. Yet your emotions are deeply conflicted. Yes, you can breathe, yes, you're safe, and yes, you realize with deep satisfaction, you've made a new friend. But what about your quest to save Alternia? Feferi seems to be aware of the problems of her kingdom. Is she perhaps just waiting on the right ally, or Illy, as she might call it?
Or Eli.
You prepare to immediately zap back to finish the job, but you hesitate. What if you zap back into that bubble and merely continue to suffocate? Or what if she's already collapsed the bubble and you materialize in the water again? What if she's not there to rescue you, or is so annoyed at your rudely abrupt departure that she decides to just leave you to your own devices? What if her Lucis notices you thrashing in the water and snatches you with its eldritch tentacles for a plaything or hors d'oeuvre? Not that you can drown or suffocate or die of mastication, but can you really not? It felt like you were drowning and suffocating quite efficiently there only a few minutes ago. You hesitate some more. Even if you can't die, the torment of drowning and suffocating felt quite real. How long might such torment go on even if you didn't die? Would an eternity of suffocating or drowning be all that pleasant even if you kept on living? What about an eternity of being chewed and passing through a giant Lucis's digestive tract? You realize that you can't bring yourself to zap back to the Eris. You curse your weakness, but given a choice between death and eternal torment, you realize with belated humility that your choice would be neither. Even if there's a chance you could save Alternia. You stand up sadly and begin walking back through the forest.
Okay.
Load
Interesting.
What's to
Okay,
be?
Stick around and test out the hole. You can't die.
You're fading fast. A black tunnel is closing around you, and sounds are getting dim. You wiggle your fingers and try to gasp out an entreaty. Trolling, cuttlefish color, glub, are you okay? Blub. For reply you clutch your throat, fall heavily to the floor, and lose consciousness. You gradually regain consciousness, and as you do, you realize that air is going through your lungs, fresh, oxygenated air, the most beautiful thing you've ever felt. You realize also that you're in a palatial though messy bedroom, and while you can see underwater realms outside the windows, the room itself is dewatered. The fresh air seems to be coming from a large conch shell sitting on the floor nearby and humming quietly like an air purifier. You're swooned on a chaise lounge and Feferi Peixes is fanning you with a large palm frond. Trolling, cuttlefish color, glub, are you alright?
Are you alright? Blub, why don't you tell me you couldn't breathe?
Why didn't you tell me you couldn't breathe?
Scared the out of me.
You struggle upright and try to smile bravely. You apologize for scaring her, but observe that one of the symptoms of not being able to breathe is not being able to talk. You thank her effusively for saving you. Trolling, cuttlefish color, glub T, that's an empress's duty.
Glub, that's an empress's
Instead
duty.
of
Instead of encouraging people to be mean and hurt each other, she should do whatever she can to help them.
A tear comes to your eye and a lump to your throat when she says that. If she really means it, you have a couple of suggestions. Trolling, cuttlefish color, of course I mean it.
Of course I mean it. I'm glubbed at how abyssal things have been around here. When I'm Empress, things are going to be different.
You respectfully wonder how long it will be before she becomes Empress. Trolling, cuttlefish color, only a couple of
thousand more sweeps.
Oh, cool. What happens to everyone on Alternia in the meantime? Feferi looks momentarily thoughtful. Trolling, cuttlefish color, I don't know.
I haven't thought about that part. Haven't thought that part out. Okay.
Trolling, cuttlefish color, I guess I'm not equal to my big ideas. 38. And what if when she's becomes Empress, she feels differently? How does she know her imperious condescension didn't feel the same way as Feferi does now when she was her age? What if there's something that makes adult Empresses evil, something they can't control? What if Feferi grows up to be socially liberal, but fiscally conservative?
Again with the politics, wow.
Trolling, cuttlefish color, W.
What a horrible thought of.
T. You have to strike while the iron is hot. Never leave till tomorrow what you can do today. A stitch in time saves 9. Procrastination is the thief of time. The longest journey starts with a single step. It's no use crying over spilled milk. You hope Feferi has been convinced because you're running out of cliches. Trolling, cuttlefish color, glub. The era still looks uncertain. Trolling, cuttlefish color, everything you say is
plumb and true,
but rebelling against
the Empress would be so dangerous.
It would be so dangerous.
I'm not sure it would be right.
And I'm not trolling, cuttlefish color, it
might cause
GL glib to make T, vast glub, T, would destroy everyone.
Not sure I ever was able to actually really pronounce it. To make the vast glub that would destroy everyone, you know.
Oh, glub. You mean gulp. You didn't realize that. You're not sure what the vast glub is, but it sounds bad. Trolling, cuttlefish color, it is. Before we do anemone, we need more guidance and advice.
We need more guidance and advice. As Eris, I have a special metaphysical periscope, you know.
You didn't know that. It sounds made up. But a little metaphysical advice certainly might come in handy at a time like this. Without further delay, the heiress goes to an ornate, jewel-encrusted tube that rises from the floor of her palatial bedroom. It seems to extend into the underwater depths, though air pressure seems to be keeping the water from flowing through it into the room. She yells into the tube, louder than you would have thought someone so agreeable looking could yell. Trolling, cuttlefish color, glub 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 glub. There's a swishing, gurgling sound, and something extends up through the tube into the room, something pale and featureless as a lotus but unmistakably a tentacle. A tentacle with a bulbous eye on the end of it. You dive behind a luxurious sofa. You'd rather that the heiress's lotus didn't see how plump and tasty you look. But almost immediately the eye settles itself on top of the tube and hardens into something that looks like a very large crystal ball. Shapes move and change inside this crystal ball, then resolve themselves into a scene you recognize, you realize with a shock. You come out from behind the sofa and approach the crystal ball, staring into it. In its depths a dark place appears, and in the dark place a carnival carousel rotates, wooden horses going up and down, and above them naked plastic mannequins with plastic wings hang from wires. The dark carnival. Jumping Jehoshaphat, is that where Feferi gets her metaphysical advice? The scene grows clearer and closer, zooming in on one of the horses, and on the figure riding it. Your heart begins to beat wildly. It can't be. But, Kariko, honk. Suddenly you're dancing around the room with joy. You grab Feferi and whirl her with you as you dance. At first she gasps in surprise, but then she gets into the spirit, grins and begins to whirl too. Her strength is such that she spins you like a fan blade, your blood all going to your legs, and when she lets you go you hit the wall like a bullet and ooze down to the floor, but as you recover consciousness, your joy is barely containable. You never thought to see that sweet fellow again, but now here he is. And evidently he's come up in the world, because he's communicating exclusively with a royal fuchsia blood princess.
So I think he was in the same chapter or in the same expansion or whatever as what was her name? The Red Blood who does all the cleaning. I liked her too. I actually liked her campaign better than his campaign. I don't know, never really liked the clown cast too much, but whatever.
You're so proud your heart feels about to explode. Trolling, cuttlefish color, my friend Glove, air.
My friend Glove here.
Trolling, cuttlefish color,
they have a plan.
Well, you wouldn't go that far. Trolling, cuttlefish color, I'm just not sure
I'm just not sure what to do.
Kariko, honk.
Honk honk,
honk honk,
honk honk,
honk. Honk honk. Trolling, cuttlefish color, just
hold on.
Feferi adjusts some controls on the bejeweled tube. They must be translation controls, because in mid-sentence Kariko's remarks change from semantic honks into conventional language forms. And when they do, you realize that this isn't the same Kariko you knew way back when. Kariko, honk honk, what you ask is not simple, little one. To truly know the answer, you must learn that there is much more to your story than meets the eye. Kariko, you must expand your vision to see the big picture, and the even bigger picture of which that big picture is only a pixel. Trolling, cuttlefish color, yes,
I know that this isn't the usual glove shit.
Trolling, cuttlefish color, not silly quadrant gloves, it for wigglers.
Not silly quadrant glove shit for wigglers.
Trolling, cuttlefish color, I need some real answers here. You study Kariko. He's obviously the same troll, but the changes in him are equally obvious. His eyes are deep as wells, his face grave and kind. Either he's done a lot of reading and undergone a lot of life experience since you last saw him, or else he's become the honking mouthpiece of some vast mystical wisdom type entity, which offers metaphysical advice to princesses, perhaps whatever person or process sustains the dark carnival. But how did Kariko get that job? You wave madly at Karako as he and the heiress talk, but either he doesn't see you, or he no longer knows you, or he thinks imparting serious metaphysical advice is too solemn an occasion for waving like a maniac. Either way, he ignores you and keeps talking. Karako, does a troll who paddles an oar vessel down a rushing river control her own fate, or does the river control her? Karako, the answer is of course, both. The river has its force, but within that the troll can move her boat where she will. Karako, you are the heiress, and thus the fate that sweeps you along is vast and swift and powerful, but also your arms are strong and your oar vessel stout. Do not despair of your own strength. Karako, yet there is more. We see by mystic means that the rushing river you navigate is itself being swept along by an unimaginably vaster rushing cosmic river, and that the planet which that vast cosmic river traverses is itself being swept along an even infinitely greater supercosmic river. Karako, there are many such metaphorical cosmic meta-river levels in this particular instantiation of the story. Karako, thus, even if you row with utmost power to change your course on the river you are navigating, the river you can see the other meta-rivers continue to sweep you on as before, without regard for any tiny adjustments you may make down at your level. Karako, yet do not despair. You may yet through long and deep meditation transcend the bounds of this small world, rising higher and higher so that you are able to see and comprehend and transcend those vast and meta-vast cosmic river levels one by one. Karako, and what you can see, you can learn how to navigate, using meta-vessels and meta-oars fashioned from meta-cosmic star stuff. Karako, yet also remain humble. Above the creator of this world is yet another creator, and above him yet another creator greater even than him, and above her yet another creator. Karako, these vast powers move all things like pieces on a chessboard, yet if the chess pieces grow wise enough, they may move the movers. Karako, the powers that move in these universes upon universes are unimaginably large, and as yet you are unimaginably small, yet nonetheless for that you in your smallness and your small world are indispensable, like a key piece at the bottom of an infinitely tall Yenga tower. Karako, knowing these things, do you wish to undertake the great work of awakening and enlightenment that will bear you into the full light of reality? Karako, it is a work of millions of mantras, thousands of sweeps, and hundreds of lives. Karako, or knowing these things, do you instead choose to ply your vessel in the waters of your own world, remaining the person life has made you? Karako, remaining a key yet unknowing piece in the towering stack of universes, influencing your own destiny on your corporeal river, swept to destinations beyond your understanding in fulfillment of the larger story? Karako, either choice is noble, little one. Your only duty and burden is to choose the one that seems best to you. Feferi turns to you. It's clear that both courses described by the wise one speaking through Karako hold attraction for her, and that she's on a razor's edge between them. The merest word from you will be enough to lead her in one direction or the other. Which way do you choose to lead her?
Ooh. Another choice.
Save. Which influence the heiress to choose the path of meditation and transcendence?
I gotta be honest, I kind of zoned out for a lot of his chat right there.
Karako,
oh,
well chosen, little one. Step forward, and tell your cheese-like companion to step forward too. Karako, a friend to share your transcendental journey is a blessing, and they seem a noble and loyal cheese, though perhaps a bit overexcitable. You and Feferi step forward, and Karako's hand comes right out of the crystal ball, divides in two, and taps each of you on the forehead. At the tap you feel a powerful fire course up your spine and through your chakras, and the roaring flames obliterate all the world. When the flames subside, a resonant silence reigns. You and Feferi are seated in full lotus position on either side of a fresh air conch, cozy in a bubble floating deep through the vast oceans of Alternia, where you can never be found by anyone until you emerge fully enlightened and with the power of gods, many yugas hence.
Okay.
Image. Load slot.
And if we
Which
pick
way
the other
do
one,
you choose?
influence the heiress
to choose the path of
worldly
worldly action.
and
Karako,
accomplishment.
well chosen, little one. Step forward, and tell your marshmallow-like companion to step forward too. Karako, a helpmate to share in your worldly efforts is a blessing, and they seem a noble and loyal marshmallow, though a bit manic in the hand-waving department. You and Feferi step forward, and Karako's hand comes right out of the crystal ball, divides in two, and makes gestures of blessing over your heads. You immediately feel strength and courage coursing through you, and as the loose tentacle turns back into an eye and withdraws from the tube, you turn to look into Feferi's sparkling eyes, and you see that she is feeling the same intrepid energy. Trolling, cuttlefish color, yay. Trolling, cuttlefish color, IT.
I think a good portion of that was bloodshed, but still.
Trolling, cuttlefish color,
He has
as
an
really
really
good point
somewhere in
T.
there.
Trolling, cuttlefish color, we
We
can't
can't
just be canoes, we
we
to be
have
fish.
to be fish.
Trolling, cuttlefish color, even if at
the end of the day we are just little minnows, we will be whales
will be
to
W.
someone.
You start to grab her for a dance, but recalling your previous experience, quickly turn the gesture into an offered high five, which she slaps, breaking several bones in your hand. What shall we do? You ask her. What's our plan? You feel the ability to accomplish any plan fairly overflowing from you. You'll have to introduce her to Tarazi and Vriska to start off with, at least. Trolling, cuttlefish color, yes, yes. Trolling, cuttlefish color, glub, but first I need time to ink. I'm so excited. I'm sure the purpose of your visit was to reveal EW.
Glub, but first I need time to think. I'm so excited.